yesterday, so I'm not sure whether I will be overlapping in some cases. So I don't have any presentation as such with me. I will do a free flow of discussions of the process and other things. Feel free to stop me anywhere. So the major areas which I would like to cover today is the lab interfaces, radiology interfaces, Cognito solutions, and some part of Lighthouse dashboards. So as you are aware, Apollo, we are into a completely digital environment in each of the units which we run, and we run with a standard product across all the units. So coming to the lab interface part, the basic flow of lab, I may think that in OP flow, it may have been covered, but still I will just tell you how it works and what is the implication of an interface and how it works and what is the methods of interfacing and other things. So basically, for laboratories in the earlier stages, we were doing a manual process of processing the samples. That was a traditional practice initially happening for a smaller setup of labs and other things. When it came to the healthcare industry, into core hospitals and other things, it brought into a difficulty for doing a manual processing of the samples because you have a huge volume of patients and each patients may have multiple tests associated to them. So that way, it came into a difficult stage to manage the operations with a manual processing of the samples. So currently, how does it work? Basic lab interface flow is like when a patient walks into the hospital, he will be registered, that registration appointment process will be completed. And once the patient sees a doctor, the doctor may prescribe any test for the patient, any lab investigations. And as we are following a pre-billing methodology, after billing the sample, there will be an option to collect the sample that can be done in the system in MedMantra. You will be able to collect the sample of the patient. And whenever you collect a sample, there is a lab requisition number generated at that point of time. According to the lab generation LRN number, you will have multiple tests associated with that. All the things will be, we will be able to print a barcode for that, all the tests. And this barcode will be stick into the vacuitainers. It will have the complete information of the test, patient, and the service name, and other details will be there in the barcode. And that goes to a machine, and automatically it will get processed, and the result will come out of the system. So that is a basic flow of lab interfaces, which is done generally. So interfaces, if you tell, everybody know what is an interface. Interface is a methodology where you integrate two systems together. So MedMantra is a system which we use for our HIMS, and all the lab systems are different and the modalities are given by different vendors. So you may have multiple machines in your lab, analyzers will be there and other kind of lab modalities will be there. So in that case, until and unless you interface between this HAS and labs, then you will find it difficult to process the samples. So how it works is like I have generated an order in HAS, and when the sample collection is happening, you will have a barcode. And this barcode, there is two type of interfaces in lab. One is unidirectional and other one is bidirectional. Unidirectional, and when you see it is almost kind of a semi-automatic setup. Like you will have to put this vacuitainer in the system. You will have to input the information from the HAS to the system. That's a unidirectional interface. But when it is a bidirectional interface, whenever the sample is read by the modality, it will fetch the order from HAS. It will get the patient demographics, order information, and other thing to the modality. According to that, the machine will process, and the machine will send back the results to HAS with the patient order and patient demographic information. So this is the way of interfaces which we do. And one more thing is that once the interface results are ready in the system, before it gets finalized in the system, you have a verification window in between where the technician or doctor can view the results coming from the modality. And from there, they will be able to verify the report. If there is some changes in the report or values, they will be able to edit from that area. So that way the interfaces works. So basically, the major advantage of this is to get the process easier. Like you don't have to what do you say, you are not want to track all the patients information, all the sample information. that kind of things you don't have to track in between. That is a major advantage. It helps us to increase your operational efficiency, because if you are going for a manual process, definitely you will have to spend more time on identifying the samples and loading the samples in the system, and again entering the patient information into the system. So it really increases the operational efficiencies of the lab. And second part is that whenever you do it manually, you have an major risk of having errors, clinical errors or patient identification errors. So that is one of the area which can happen if you are not going with a interface. So generically, this is the basic concept of lab interfaces. So here, as I told, the process is same. So whenever a patient is coming in, patient consultation happens, and in our systems we have some option for self-billing and other things, so that the patient does not go back to the billing counter for again billing the test. So that is one option. I don't know whether it is relevant to lab interface context, but still. So it is like whenever the doctor orders a investigation for the patient, automatically an SMS goes to the patient with the billing information of that test, so that patient can directly bill that orders from his mobile. So that next step, he can bypass the billing step in between. So that is one step which we have implemented as part of our process improvement. That helps a lot. Like otherwise, there are too much of touch points in the OPD area. When the patient comes in, he may have to register, then he may have to go for a billing. After that, again, he go for a consultation, and post investigation entry, he may have to come back to the billing desk. So that way, this reduce the efficiency at less touch points on the system. So in a technical part of this interface, how we have done is like initially when we do the lab interfaces, the technology was
for 1 minute, Mohana. Let us take the questions, because
yeah.
you explained the process in full right now. Now
Yes.
you are going into the technical side of it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, let us give a pause, then like
Sure.
we'll see if
am I going little fast or what? I don't know. Just let
You're
me know.
going
Like...
jet speed.
Sorry, I will just try to slow it down. If I want to repeat, I will definitely repeat. No worries. Anytime, just let me know. I was like.
Okay. Is like, will you? Are you able to follow with Mohana, or you want him to repeat?
Sir, just we want to know the label printer and barcode system, how it works in sample collection, and so please explain barcodes and label printing, how
I'll do
works.
That. So actually, when the sample collection is the first process of processing the sample, post billing, when the patient comes to the sample collection area, you have an option in MedMantra to collect the sample. So whenever you collect a sample, there is a barcode attached to that system which is connected to MedMantra. And whenever an LRN number is generated, say that if in a single LRN number you have 5 different tests. So for each of the tests inside that LRN you can consider as an order only. So in a single order, you may have 4 or 5 tests ordered together. So it may be associated with multiple departments inside the lab. One may go to biochemistry, one may go to histopathology. So you will be ordering it in any way. You don't have any metrics to order that. So whatever is the health condition of the patient, that way only order gets created. So once this LRN number is generated, there is an option to print the barcode. So printing barcode, how it happens is like for each of the tests inside the LRN number, for each of them, there will be a barcode printed from the barcode printer. So that's an automatic process. You have to just click on print barcode. So entire barcode for all this test will be generated. The barcode will have the test name, patient name, UHID, and a barcode generated in that.
You will generate this barcode at a nursing station or either in laboratory.
Yeah, it is in nursing station or the OPD sample collection area.
Achha, so both. So we will provision both sides.
Yes. For OP patients, it will be done in the OP sample collection area, which will be near to your OPDs or billing counters. So directly they can go there. There will be a nurse to collect the sample and they will be associated with our system to print the barcode and other things. So that way we have printers there. Once this is printed, if say that I have 5 tests, so for each of the 5 vacutainers, I will put that barcode sticked on each of the vacutainers. Then what they do is they show that vacutainers to the patient and ask them to verify that is their own barcode just for clinical error eradication. So they will show that vacutainers to the patient and ask that just confirm that this is your UHID and your patient name. Obviously, patient name with patient name, they will be able to identify that is their sample. After that, they will collect the sample and that will be sent to the lab either through your pneumatic chute or through individual person. Once the thing comes to the lab is having a sample receiving option, acknowledgement or receiving option. There they can scan the barcode so that then it will show the patient information and other things in the window. That also will be specifically to each of the departments. So when the sample goes to biochemistry, only biochemistry samples will be visible there. They will be able to match that barcode only. If you scan any other barcode, it will not read. So the sample will be acknowledged by the lab. That means you have collected the sample and lab has accepted that sample. Because in that case, if you have a spillage or deficiency of the sample, there is an option to re-request for sample also. So if the volume of sample collected is not adequate, if there is some coagulation or something in the sample, then they can ask for more sample. So next sample also can be sent. So once they acknowledge, then this vacutainer will be taken to the modality, whatever modality we have to process that. If it's a biochemistry or biochemistry machines, the vacutainer will be placed in the analyzer. Analyzer itself has an option to read the barcode. As we have an interface in between, when the analyzer scans the barcode, it will get the order information from HIS because already this information has been sent to that interface engine. So you have an intermediate solution for this between MedMantra and your modality. You have a solution that is an interface engine that only fetches order information from HIS and it will be there as a broker service. From there, that will be passed to the modality. So once the modality, because modality will not be able to process a sample until and unless it gets a unique ID, name or something. So from this barcode reading, it will fetch the information from HIS order information and the same will be processed in the modality, whatever analyzer. Once the analyzer processes that, the results will be ready. That results will be pushed to this interface engine and that interface engine will be visible in your MedMantra as a intermediate verification screen. So it is not a final one. So it comes back to the system saying that for CBC, this is your value. CBC may RBC, HB, all these values will be shown there. So the doctor can correlate with the clinical conditions and the results from the lab and they will be able to finalize. Till they have verified that results in MedMantra, that will not be shown to any of the patients, the doctors, or it will not be published anywhere. Finalization is the step to get that published to the clinicians or dispatched to the patient. So this is a basic flow of barcode printing and scanning. Hope it made clear. One more thing is that like previously the way of interfacing was like older technologies time. What they used to do is that for each and every modalities, they used to keep one PC. So that was so costly and it was not an optimal solution. Currently at Apollo, we use a solution called MOXA. MOXA is a device which can connect multiple modalities to a single PC. So for 2 or 3 modalities, you may be able to use a single PC. With respect to the IPs given to the modalities, the system will be able to identify which is the modality available over there. So that is one good solution which we have implemented here to reduce the capex cost on lab aspect. Otherwise, you will have to install multiple PCs. That is obviously manageability and cost-wise. it will be difficult for everybody to justify, because unnecessarily in a lab, if you have 13 system, 13 modalities, 13 desktop will go for a toss. You will not be able to work on that also, because that is dedicated for interface. So in the previous implementations and all, I have seen that sitting 10 pieces sitting idle in the lab without any purpose. So this solution is something good which we have implemented here, which will increase your efficiency plus reduce your cost. So this is one area.
Sir, after integration, pathology machine automatically read barcode that passed on sample collection tube.
Yes.
It's a automatic process, sir.
Yes.
That barcode readable by a machine and automatically result fetch push to mid mantra.
Yes.
Okay.
That happens. That in the initial interfacing, you will have a little challenge to get it sorted out. But if the same analyzers are there, it can be done quickly. If it's a new machine, you will have to get this team from modality, because modality people who are come for installation, they may not be informatic experts. They will be expert in that machine. But in this interface and informatics, they have some separate team. We may have to talk to them for identifying, because to do this, you have to do the parameter mapping also in HAS. Like in CBC, if you are telling complete blood count, this is a CBC test is there. You have multiple components. So RBC is a component, HB is a component. For this to happen seamlessly, you have to map these parameters with the modality parameters. So here your parameter name may be HB. In system, it may be Z underscore HB or something. So first thing we have to do is that in the time of initial configuration, you have to take the test and map the parameters. Once it is done, we will have to test this by keeping a manual sample, whether it is reading and identifying the result. After that, if the process is through, then we can try with automated sampling, bidirectional interface. So that initial setup is little bit, we have to work little bit to streamline that. If I'm using the about analyzer here and you are using the same system, there is nothing to do. It is a plug and play system. It will work automatically. If it's a different thing, you may have to do an initial testing to get things established for a single time. And touchwood, I will take H&M has been working for last 7 years. After installation, we didn't have even a single issue with this interfacing. So once it is started, you don't have any challenge. In my last 1.5 years, I didn't see even a single complaint on interfacing. So only that initial setup, you may take a month or something to streamline all the systems. Once it is done, it is perfectly fine. There is no challenges on that aspect.
Sir, any compatible machine suggested, any particular company machines more compatible to compare to other companies? Any such type of?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. Actually,
all.
Yes.
XL7.
Now, whatever auto analyzers are coming, modalities are coming, it's like we are easy to integrate. All are like new, like you are taking all new modalities only, right? There will not have any issue in integrating the devices. Like currently, we had a problem. We had a problem in Apollo. For the old hospitals, we are not able to integrate for some of the modalities.
Yes.
Okay, like because we have to change those modalities, but Mumbai is the new one, new setup. That's why, like, we also do not.
Older machines had this challenge because they were not in, mandating on HL7 protocols and other things, because previously it was working on some FTP methodologies and other things to data transfer to notepads. From there, you have to fetch the data. Now that has gone. All the machines are compatible and follow HL7 standards. Whatever we are using.
Before integration, what information required from machine vendor, machine supplier? Any prerequisition for integration?
They will have a document for that. Each of the modality will have a document for that, which will tell you the modality details, how it get interfaced, what is the parameter list. So that they have a handout for that. We have to ask them for the interface document for that modality. Definitely they will be having that. If they are not having that, we can specifically tell them what all information we need from them. that also we can let you know, like wherever you have a discussion.
Gulab, like for the Bhopal, how our approach would be on the interface integration. Like now, currently, like you have all modalities in place, right? Like installation, some of them are installation is in progress, and some of them are to install. What like currently, like you, if you see you in your budget sheet, like we already added the lab integration expenditure. Like we have a vendor like who will come and do all these integrations. Okay. And they will directly talk with the, like once you share the list of the modalities, then like we can, like this integration guys will directly talk with the modality guys and understand like what information they needed, and they will do entire thing with the help of, like we will involve MedMantra resource also at that point of time, and both from the interface modality, what parameters we are bringing through the code, what they are going to give, and from the MedMantra side, we do the setup to take those results, to have a proper communication between the system and the modality.
Sir, how much time it will take for
it doesn't take more than 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like normally when we do Gulab, like if you see the, like if you are planning to start your operations from September 1st, then we have to start the work from the August 15th.
After machine availability, sir. Currently,
mission should be there. Without mission, how do we do? Yeah,
okay.
Mission should be there and it should be installed.
Whatever is installed and calibrated, from that we can start one by one.
Correct.
Calibrated, no need to wait for entire machines to come.
Yeah. So normally whatever process you follow for all the modalities, all the missions, they have to do the calibration and they do the trial run, and the department HOD has to sign off. This mission is like a proper. So those things and all need to be done.
So that way it works.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
Apart from that, I have missed something.
Here, blood bank also there in Bhopal Hospital.
Yes, sir.
Mohana.
Yes, sir.
Have we done any interface for the blood bank in Mumbai?
No,
right? Okay.
We are just going for a new product over here, which is not part of our this one. That is completely out of MedMantra. There is a small interface with MedMantra, which we are planning is like for donor registration. So whatever patient registration is done, so that UHID information will be flowing to blood bank system, and vice versa. Whenever a donor is created, that will also have a UHID registration back to MedMantra. So that we are not completed.
One help you do, like currently you said no, like you are planning to have a new solution. I think whatever you are like you are telling, that is it Ahmedabad solution or
yes,
okay, just find out what is the cost for that solution.
I have the codes and other things.
Can you share me that cost? What is the cost of that solution? Yeah.
I'll share it.
But like Gulab, like we also have a blood bank solution inside in MedMantra.
Yes.
But some of the blood bank department users told like whatever we have is not sufficient. So like there is a product outside, like where like they have got all the kind of features which satisfies the statutory also, blood bank statutory. Those things are there. Like everybody agreed to take that solution. Now you see both of them. If you wanted to, like I'll take the commercials from Mohana, then we'll work it out on blood bank.
How many?
So two solutions was there,
sir.
Just a minute.
How many features are available
in blood bank?
Blood bank.
How many features?
Features are available in current MedMantra for blood bank?
No, blood bank. In blood bank, normally, Rajiv, like you will have blood donor registration, and once like blood is donated.
Blood bank module in MedMantra, no?
Yeah, it's there in MedMantra Mega, but thing is like blood bank HODs are not satisfied with our module. Okay, like they wanted to have they like some of the statutory related requirements are not covered as part of current module, and they are having difficulties, and we are like our like our IT team also try to provide features to this product, but like when we are going for the specialized product, no, that we are not able to bring that flavor to the our solution. That's why like some of the regions are planning to go with the third-party blood bank solution.
This EC solution was developed by a blood bank doctor who was tech savvy. So all these guys like that product because that exactly matches the workflow of the blood bank. So that is the history of the EC.
Correct.
So operational
product name, sir?
EC software.
Easy soft.
Easy software.
One more is there called Strides. That also is an excellent product, but as we started with EC, so we are going ahead with that. Strides also there they have evaluated here, but as we already done it in Ahmedabad and now coming to Mumbai, so we are going with this as a standard product. Whoever needs blood bank, they will be going with this product only. So that way we also close with that deal.
Sridhar, this is complimentary included in our Med Mantra, or either we will go for purchase separately?
It's not complimentary, like we have to pay to third party, no?
Sir, but why? What is the need of Strides if we have this module?
I'll tell you, Mega. Like I'll give you like why we are going with this product. Why are we not using existing product? And we will like current that comparison document will give why there is a need of going to the other solution. If you are okay with the current Med Mantra solution, that is fine, Mega.
That caters to all the operational things. Med Mantra Blood Bank also caters to all the basic functionalities, including operational and other things. Some of the features which they find more easy in the new product. That's the thing. I think we will be able to go ahead with this if you show a demo to the blood bank thing with Med Mantra itself.
So, sir, as of now in your Apollo hospitals, the blood bank module is being used or Strides is being used?
No, Mega. Currently, like up to now, if you take all 8 regions, some of the regions they are using, not all the regions. Out of 8, 3 or 4 using Med Mantra blood bank. Other 4 are manually operating. Okay, they are not using any software. Okay, like they are not happy with the Med Mantra blood bank software. So like
because
now.
What I could understand is blood bank plays a very important role when it comes to OT things. No, when the doctor has a requirement of a blood, so it has to be automated. In manual, it would become very difficult.
No, that's what what they used to do is they will put it in the billing directly. That issues and all they used to put it in the billing side of transactions they used to do.
Requirement and checking the availability. How is all of that done?
Can you come again, Mega? Hello?
Yeah, I was saying that the doctor wants to check the availability of a particular blood group and the requirement in OT, there might be emergencies. So how is all of that done when it comes to manual?
No, that's what billing side of transactions they used to use the blood bank solution only. Billing side. Okay. Core blood bank functionalities they are not used to use the blood bank module. Okay. Whatever issues and all there, like they used to use the blood bank module itself. If suppose like if they are using third party system, I'll tell you, Mega, if they are using third party solution, that time also we are going to integrate with our billing. If you are using our blood bank also, there is fully like all functionalities are there, like which like if you complete your flow, automatically it will get billed. Suppose example, if you are doing cross match and like after collecting the blood, like you do the cross match, then issue. By default, it will like charge the patient for the cross match and issue. When they are returning, like a return charge also will come in the billing. Fully like all functionalities are available in the Med Mantra for the billing. End-to-end flow, like you can even like maintain the inventory of blood bags also.
So which type of features are not included, they are facing some problem.
No, they are having other problems like like they are having blood bank core problems. Like to maintain the department, they have like they record more number of, they need more number of fields while registering the donor, while doing the issue. But for the billing purpose, whatever is there is sufficient. Current solution is sufficient. It's a vast only. Even whatever solution is there in MedMantra, it is vast. But they need more. They wanted more for the clinical details recording. And especially like why Ahmedabad has gone is like there is some what you say like it's a government brought some rule, like government brought something like what you call that statutory requirement. Okay, that like we could not able to, that logic is little complex. That's why we could not able to accommodate in our current solution. That's why they are going to the third party solution. We'll find out, Megha, we'll tell you like why they are going to the third party solution.
Yes, you're shaking our budget every day.
Huh?
Our budget figures are getting changed every day.
Budgeted items are increasing day by day.
We are not even realizing what new has to be bought. Now we have an anxiety.
No. What I have given is plus 10-15% additional will be there, Megha. That only we discussed, no, Rajiv that time. It doesn't go beyond that.
Yeah. You give us a proposal, so we'll
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So currently we started with the MedMantra for blood bank, na?
Yeah.
Let us see that product first. If it is sufficient for you, we don't have to go for a third-party solution, right?
Okay.
The lab and blood bank team is okay with the solution, so let us go with that initially. If they want to optimize further after a year of operations or something, let us try it out. If that is the case,
we'll start with the MedMantra blood bank solution only. If at all facing any issue, that time we can think of, and we will definitely. Anyhow, like we will share to the management on why people are planning interested in going to the third party, so that we know the problem statement also. We'll see, like I don't think like we'll get into that situation now.
Okay.
It's not more on an operational challenge or something. It is something related to their fraternity and the workflows which they use. So I think it may not be a challenge to use MedMantra blood bank initially. If the after volume increases or something, we may plan for an additional solution later on. Because interface is still not completed with MedMantra also. If you go for EC also, only one interface is completed. Next interface is under process. So that also will take little time to complete. So this is all about lab interfaces. If you have something specific, I can answer. Otherwise, I can move to the next area.
Lab you fully covered, right? Yeah, go ahead with the maybe if no one is having questions, then like Mohan.
If something is there, you can definitely let me know. We can talk offline also, no problem. Anytime you can let us know. Okay, if you want to see the setup or something, that also we can make somebody walk through you on how it works on a call or something. Somewhere we can do that. So same as lab, we have a radiology interfacing also available at our unit. So majorly in any healthcare information system, lab and radiology is the most important interfaces which we use, because the volume of interactions and transactions will be high in this aspect. So we use a PACS called MedSynaptics. That is a solution provider for us. MedSynaptics is a good solution provider for your picture archival and communication system. So that is the solution which we use. Same as laboratory, the process flow stands same. So what happens is when the patient gets investigations ordered, any radiology investigation order, that will be sent to the modalities through a broker service. So it has an internal service in between, which will fetch the orders from HIS and pass it back to the radiology modalities. Here also the mapping, as we told in lab, there is a difference here. Like for each of the modality, you will have a specific address. It is called as a title in PACS methodology. So my MRI machine will be having a title, which includes it is a technical component which contains the IP of the machine and some of the names of the modality. So whenever an MRI is ordered from HAS through the broker, it identifies to which modality this has to be gone. So that order will be visible in the work list of that modality. When the patient will come to the modality for his test, the technician will be processing that sample from the work list, where the information is automatically flown from the HAS. So it also follows the HL7 protocol. So you have a order message going to the modality and a result message coming back from modality to HAS. So once the process is completed once the test is completed in the modality, immediately your images will be transferred to the PACS quickly on a real-time basis. But the reports, they have to generate the reports, seeing the image in the reporting room. They have to report this imaging details in a report format, and that report format will get finalized. And once the report gets finalized in HAS against that patient, you will be having a link to access the patient report and the images. So that is the same flow. It is almost same flow as lab. Only difference is that, like, it has a LRN number generated in lab. Here it's an accession number generated, and the mapping also will be different for lab and radiology, because it will be specifically for any of the modalities. And you have an option for scheduling the services, like you have a multiple modality engaged for a long time. So you will be able to schedule slots in the systems. Like in an MRI machine, I may take a half an hour slot to accomplish one MRI service. So I can schedule tests in HAS to get that slots arranged in the MRI machine. So that kind of things are there. Otherwise, directly, if you send that order to RIS, directly it will go and sit in the modality work list. And from there, technician will be able to do the process. So post that, what is the advantage of this? Like just like lab interfaces. Otherwise, if a doctor has to see a patient image, the radiology will be in one part of the hospital. If you don't have a PACS in the hospital, for each and every investigation, doctor may have to come to the reporting station to see the images and the report. So instead of that, if the PACS is available, the entire hospital will be able to see any of the images of any of the patients as per access. So they will be able to see, because currently there is no methodology of films or something. Previously, all the radiology investigations was on films. Now, when the digital modalities came in, there is no film as such. If you want to print a film, there is an option to print a film also. Like if somebody is insisting on getting on film, you have an option. You have a printer, film printing machine also, to get that things printed into the this one. So that's the basic flow.
The report link generated by RIS, or
Yes.
what is the path of path? Okay.
Two ways here. You can either report in MedMantra or in PACS. Both options are available in our interface. So once the image processing is happening in the PACS system, in Navi Mumbai, what they do is they are reporting that directly in PACS only. So PACS has an interface in the reporting room with a standard template of each of the tests. So MRI will have a specific template. In that template, they will be entering the information and they will be able to finalize that then and there. Once it is finalized, it will be automatically pushed to the PACS, and that PACS link will be visible according to the UHID numbers for the clinicians to refer. So that way only it works. So both way you can do.
Approximately how many images are finalized by the doctor? I think there is so many images for one patient. So how approximately how number of images are kept for future in the PACS?
That is two ways. Like there is multiple options for sending images from modalities. You can automate it or you can make it as manual. What we do is for X-rays and XRs, all the X-rays will be sent automatically because it has only one image. But if it comes to MRI or CT, you will have hundreds of images. So we have put it as a manual, because otherwise if the 600 images directly go to PACS, it will unnecessarily eat your storage. So that is a manual send. The technician will select whatever is actually required. Out of 600, he may send only 50 or 60 images. So that is a manual process only.
For only one test.
For MRI and CT.
So 50 to 60 images are kept by us.
Yes, actually what actually happens is like if it is kept automatic, you have done one process, like it may not succeed. I have done an MRI. The finding is not clear. What the doctor does is he do again an MRI or CT. In that case, all this draft and original all images will get captured into the PACS, which will consume our data unnecessarily. So it's a wiser and discrete decision of the technician to send, to use it optimized, so that you will not have much load on your PACS server, because PACS storage is always a challenge to everybody, which increases on a very huge aspect according to your volume and other things. And you will find it difficult to justify on a CapEx aspect also in that. Because so every year you may have to...
Barcoding system?
Barcoding system? No, there is no barcoding system in this.
Queue management, check-in and check-out, radiology, such type of any system?
Queue management, we have a solution for that, in-house solution for that. We are not started using it here, but still there is a solution for that, which can tell you what is the this one created and how do you navigate that patients to the respective modalities. How it works is like all the tests generated will be shown in multiple work lists with respect to the department. USG will be having a work list, and CR will be having a work list, and CT will be having a work list. All this work list, when the receptionist click on the next, that will be shown in the TV over there, and the same patient will be reflected inside the PACS room. So that's a solution available. It's an in-house solution which we are yet to use, because currently they are managing queues.
Any kind of provision, pre-printed barcode in reports, in radiology reports, pre-printed barcode availability or not?
Pre-printed barcode for what purpose? I didn't understand.
Okay, sir, for during barcode scanner for use whenever patient again come and by barcode scanner, we can fetch all detail in HIS.
Oh, that is already available with your UHID printing, right? Whenever you
only HID.
From the UHID you can print a barcode, then that is sticked into the patient file. So whenever you scan that barcode, obviously that information can be fetched. PACS specifically, you don't have anything, but from HIS you will be able to get that information. Once you scan that information, you will get the complete patient history. So that is not a challenge over there. So apart from this thing, yeah.
Sir, I want to know about the like typing error, redos, recall. These types of things, quality indicators, we can find out on the Med Mantra. Can I find out like sometimes happen typing errors, sometimes patient positioning is miss. So this type of things are available on the Med Mantra.
I don't think it is generated as an automated report or something. I'll have to find out. I'll come back on that. It is actually, as the reporting is done from PACS, I don't think it is a automated capture methodologies in Med Mantra. I'll have to just find out. I'll come back on that.
Yeah, okay.
So that's all. Apart from this, this PACS is having some more additional features which will help you to function your operations more good. That is like there is a CD writing methodology available. So that's normal CD writing is available with all PACS, and here we are not using, but there is a label printing, CD label printing also available with this solution, which I have seen in some of the other locations. How does it work is like from the work list, when the patient is sent for a CD writing, there is a robotic CD writer, which will pick the CD. It will label, there is a label on that. In that label, it will print the patient demographics. and it can write the patient images to CD so that when the CD comes out, you don't have to write anything on the CD. So that solution is available. That's a third-party solution. So we are not using it currently. There is some printers called Primera and other things which will help us to do this if you really require for a huge volume. Currently, we are not using because the CD writing volume are less because they have another feature of sending the images to patients directly. So in PACS, there is an option to send an email or SMS. So whenever you put in the patient demographics in that, images will be gone to the patient with a secured manner. Like you can set how many times they can open it, how much time should it keep without expiry. So that way it works.
So, sir, as you told us that the demographics will be mentioned and the results would be sent to the patient. It would be sent to the doctor also.
Anyway, like there is option in the PACS to enter any information. It's not actually interface. The challenge I will tell you, there is an option to interface that also. Like whenever you complete a test, if you interface directly, that result will go to the patient. The problem is whenever you capture the registration information, the email IDs and mobile numbers are not captured properly. So if you integrate, it can go to an incorrect email ID so that we have not kept it. If you want it to send to a doctor, you can put this doctor's email ID, it will go to the doctor. It's a manual process as of now. So anyway, you can configure it. If it's an SMS also, you can send an SMS link to the doctor or patient so that he will be able to open that link. So in any PACS viewer in his inherent system, he will be able to open that images and see. So that is one of the feature available. And second thing, as I told, film printing is one of the feature which we are using for any specific cases if the patient asks for this one. And another thing is the peer review. Peer review is one of the feature available in this PACS. Like a technician is sitting in one location and the HOD is sitting in another location. The junior doctor or RMO can report that, and the HOD or senior consultant will be able to do a peer review of that report. So that access is also available within that solution. And outside access of PACS for reporting in the night cases and other things, if the doctor has to report from home, there is an option to access this PACS outside the premises. Without a VPN also, they have a separate application for that, which will connect to our data centers through a VPN connectivity, but the user will have to enter his credentials and he will be able to report from outside, which is a good feature used by many of the doctors in case of off hours and non-duty hours. So that
the image reports is a part of MRD also.
Yeah, it's part of MRD, means it's part of your UHID demographics and clinical data,
no,
right? So
these reports are kept in PACS also. So this is
PACS.
So this reports, is a part of MRD also?
No, PACS only holds both reports and images. From HIS perspective, we are just giving a link to that images and reports for us to identify UHID-wise results. So source and storage is in PACS only.
We will not kept in MRD these reports.
Obviously, we have to, because obviously we have to keep these digital images for the statutory time, whichever time 5 years or 7 years. So we have to keep it for sure. So as it is digital storage, we have not defined any expiry or something. So entire documents will be available with your PACS solution. That way only it works. And apart from that, mobile view of there is an app for mobile view to the doctors also for this application. So these are some of the major things which they use on a daily basis for their operational efficiencies. So these are the things on PACS. I hope I have not missed anything. Okay, anything on PACS? If you want to see this specifically like quality perspective or other perspective, do let us know so we can just have some session with the internal operational team of radiology so that you will be able to get more info and insight on this aspect. Right, Sudhir?
嗯。 Hello. 嗯。
Okay.
嗯。
Anything on PACS?
嗯。
You want to see this specifically like quality perspective or other perspective, do let us know so we can just have some session with the internal operational team of radiology so that you will be able to get more info and insight on this aspect. Right, Sudhir?
And you covered entire packs, right, Mohana?
Yes, yes, yes.
How operational process works and how
Yes,
we
yes,
accommodate
yes.
that in the with our tools. By the way, like they are also going for the medicine applications only.
Okay, okay. So we'll not
They
have
are
much
also
of a
going with,
challenge
yeah.
because the support and
Have you
workflow and
told
everything.
about sending films or SMS?
Yes. Yeah, told that. So that is all about packs, infra, and other things. I'll quickly move to the
I wanted to know, like on PAX front, as of now, because as we have already signed the agreement with Medicine Ethics, so on the implementation scene, what processes should get started from Medicine Ethics? Because as of now, Rajiv sir, we have not we've not got any interaction from Satish sir regarding this. No, they
No,
haven't
madam.
started the process. So, is there anything that we should get started with them?
You have to get the specification of storage servers and other things initially to
Yeah,
start
that I
your
think
work.
Rajiv sir,
That
just brief Mohan sir about the stories that we finalized.
Yeah. For storage, madam.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. He first he sent the storage for with the setup of the two servers and one SAN and one NAS. And right now we are going to only one server and with the cloud of Apollo for storage of packs. So the provision is there. We will kept the 1 month, at least 1 month data on our server, local server, and all rest of all the on our cloud. So it is okay. It is feasible.
That is one because PAX has an option to fetch from remote also, real-time images also. If it is in an archive also, Synaptics will be able to pull it on a real-time basis. So only connectivity part you may have to. Cloud thing, I am not sure. Sridharji, I don't know how
no,
it.
no, that's what like I already told you, Rajiv. Like when like if suppose like up to 30 days you are keeping it in on-prem. If you want any image from the cloud, there will be a latency. Whatever MPLS we are going to use, that doesn't matter, but it will like compared to the local, there will be a latency.
Yeah. So
Because
we will see. We will see if there is
But
problem. Then
anyhow, like thing is like that is what after several discussions internally, like we suggested that solution. 30 days normally like is sufficient. Keeping the 30-day image is sufficient. We'll see like once your volume grows, that time we'll think about having the more storage.
Yeah, Shweta sir, actually, Arvind sir told us the server that Arvind sir suggested, and he said that that would be sufficient for first 18 months. That would suffice.
Ah, that's what I'm telling Mega. If suppose suddenly if
When
there is volume increase,
when the volume
if
will increase, then we will have this latency issue.
correct,
That time
correct.
we'll deal with it. We'll rework that entire thing.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
all I'm trying to ask is because Net Synaptics they haven't started with any implementation thing. So is there anything that we should be after them? Because we
No,
as
no,
you
no,
know,
Mega. Like once your installation, modality installation is done, then
yeah.
like before like 15 days start of the operations, we
Mhm.
can do the integration. That doesn't take much time.
Okay, okay. So like nothing is yet to be done on that part, right?
Correct, correct. From here, like we have to connect both of medicine apsis and our
Yeah.
modality guy. And once like everything ready, 1 2 weeks is more than sufficient to for the integration.
Okay, okay.
okay. So I hope there is no other questions on this aspect. So I'll just quickly move on to the Ognito part. I'll
Agnito,
just
you leave Agnito, Mohana. In the last meeting, Ramon has covered. If you are covering the same, like we will arrange one demo to the team, real-time
okay.
demo.
Okay.
Okay.
If you
we are
needed, I
ready.
can just show that video which I have shared you. So
Okay,
that's a
sure,
good thing.
sure. If you are readily
So
available,
Ognito,
like
as
you
you
share.
have an idea, I'll just show you a video of Ognito, how it works and other things. It may help you to quickly
Yeah, please,
get some
please, please do,
info.
please do, please do.
Please.
Is it visible?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
yes, sir.
Audio?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
The
Yes.
audio is not, I don't know.
Audio is audible?
No, it's not audible, not to me at least.
Audio is not coming.
Yeah.
Mohana.
No, we are listening properly.
No. You are able to hear?
Yeah.
Run again.
Once.
Run again, Mohana once.
There is any background sound?
No, we are not able to hear anything.
Yeah, even I'm not
No,
able to.
no, not hearing. I am also not hearing.
One
It's
second.
okay.
One
I
second.
think the audio
Not
doesn't
audible.
matter. You can show us the video.
No, because audio only shows you how it
No. What
gets
you do, Mohana, like you share the video to me. I'll put it in the shared folder so that they
Okay.
can able to access.
Okay, I'll just then show this as a video alone. Like
Yeah,
what
you
are
share
they
it with
telling
me.
it is.
You share it with me. I'll put it in the shared folder. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
I'll just share it. Otherwise, okay. That was a good video which will show you like how it works according to the dictation, how it gets typed and other things I got from that guys only. So for this demo, I have kept this idle, but
No,
couldn't
that's
play it
good.
properly.
That's good, Mohana. Like you put efforts. Like anyhow, they are going to see it. Like I'll share the path where like they can able to access all our files. You copy the video there. Okay.
Okay, fine.
They could able to
I'll do
see.
that.
Yeah. Right.
And Lighthouse also, I don't have much to brief first. Will they like Lighthouse is the last session which we thought to cover. Lighthouse is an application which we use to track our IT assets. So the entire IT assets has been entered in this application. The application is called Lighthouse. So that's the application which we use for our asset management. Entire your endpoint devices, your servers, switches, infra, and other entire information we can enter in this portal. And it will give you all the compliance parameters and other things, because whenever you enter one asset into the Lighthouse, you can mark its location, where it is installed, what is the purchase date, what is the PO value. So the entire information, once you capture, you will be able to see multiple reports from this dashboard, so that it will give an insight to IT team and to the senior management, what is your volume of assets in expiry, what is the aging of each of the assets. So that kind of things is captured in this module. So IT team completely depends on that module to track the assets. Also, some of the compliance parameters like your Windows patch update, that kind of things are also updated automatically against this asset, so that you will be able to track the compliance on your patch updates and other things. Anyway, antivirus is not part of that currently. We are tracking patch updates through Lighthouse. Also, as we are a ISO certified hospitals, we have a ISMS checklist available. For preparation of each of the ISO audits, we actually maintain a checklist. Chapter wise, you have to adhere to some of the policies. So all these policies has been updated in the system, and it has a verification time. As per ISO, some of the controls you have to validate in 100 days, some of them you have to validate in 180 days. So that Lighthouse will remind us to do this activity, so that there is no non-compliance in the coming ISO audits. So that is one of the feature which we use, and different kind of reports can be assist from the Lighthouse portal. So Lighthouse, I have nothing
So
more to
Lighthouse
explain.
is also not a part of MedMantra. This we'll have to take separately.
This is our solution, in-house solution only, Mega. You'll get it for as part of IT solutions from Apollo.
Okay, so the asset management module will have Lighthouse feature.
Lighthouse is having asset management module.
Yeah, I
Name
got
of
it.
the
But
solution is Lighthouse.
okay, so that is already integrated with MedMantra.
It's not related to MedMantra. It's to maintain our desktops and printers. That is a separate solution. It's not related to patient. It's to this solution is for majorly for IT department.
I got it, but that's a module.
That's a module. That's a
That's a
module.
separate module for asset management, IT asset
Correct.
management.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is included in MedMantra or not?
Yeah, it's included, Rajiv sir.
Like I like you just Apollo in-house IT solutions. This is part of it. MedMantra is one solution. This is also one solution. Likewise, yesterday Ramon also shown many solutions. Those all are come part of IT Apollo in-house IT solutions. Whatever you raised for the PO, those only like you have to buy. Now, all rest all other things are come as part of.
Peripheral labs also is part of this only, right, sir?
Yeah, correct.
Because they were asking for that radiology scheduler, which is actually a peripheral solution.
Yeah, that is part of IT solutions itself. Apollo IT.
Okay. Then Gulab, we will be able to roll out without any problem in that radiology scheduler also, that token system for radiology. So that also we can do along with your MedMantra implementation. So this is all from me. If you have anything specific to let me know. Otherwise, I am done with my sessions today.
Yeah.
Hope the things are clear which I have talked. If you have something, do let me know.
Sir, Lighthouse separately any link URL if available, then provide us for a demo test use for asset management. Currently we required all IT related assets parameters. What parameters?
Gulab, for the Lighthouse tool, you can now talk with Nutan and take the URL, and he'll add your location. You can start using now itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you just ask, talk to Nutan once. He will give.
Okay, sir.
A lot of IT things, no? So we're using it from right now would give us better results.
Correct.
Yes. It will help you more.
I agree.
And Rajiv sir, we should do it immediately.
Correct.
Yes, madam. I will talk to Nutan sir.
Yeah.
Because after you get the entire assets, if you are going to start, it will be a tedious task for us also, and you will miss many of the things, your PO dates or values or something, which definitely will help you on a later stage.
Yeah, and as of now, we are procuring all the systems and everything. No, a lot of assets are coming in, so a tracker would be really helpful for that.
Definitely. Because at a certain point of time, after 4 or 5 years, if you want to track the aging of the assets or something, manually doing that will be tedious. So we have to go with this one for helping us on this tracking and other operational efficiencies.
Definitely. So if we don't have anything, so we can, Rajesh sir, Gulab, any more queries?
No, madam. This is nice presentation by Mohan sir.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Anything
is there, do let me know.
Yeah, as I told Rajiv, Gulab, if you have any queries, please directly talk to Mohana. Okay, he will be happily assist. Okay, anyhow, you are calling me and Nutan, other people also. But
anytime,
like whatever challenges you see in other hospitals, you hear from other hospitals, or with your experience, you can directly talk with our regional leads. They've got good experience from the many years, so like they can easily give you the solutions how to manage.
Rajiv sir, you can share. You can please request Mohan sir for his number. We would really need his help quite a few times.
Yes, madam. Yes.
I'll put in my chat box if required.
Yeah, you put in chat window.
Yeah.
I have put in the chat box. So do share Gulab.
Yeah, Rajiv, Gulab, you also put your numbers so that like he'll note down.
Okay. This is 9962
624 78780.
78780. Okay.
Yeah. Anytime give us a call. If something busy, we'll call you back.
No, I will irritate you.
No problem. No
Because
problem.
we
No,
need
it's
more and more help.
like Rajiv, like internally, CAO clearly instructed all the IT leaders until Bhopal is stabilized. Okay, like everybody is responsible for the Bhopal side.
Okay,
Definitely,
okay.
definitely.
Internally,
So-
CAO instructed to everybody. It's not irritation or it's not like we are going to like this is our job.
Definitely.
No, I'm just joking. I'm saying that we will definitely we will need more and more help from your side.
No, definitely.
Yes.
Everybody will help you out.
Yes, yes.
Great.
Yeah, Megha.
Thanks a lot, team. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks.
meeting.
Mona, thanks for your
Happy.
team. Thanks, Megha for all your support.
No
For
worries.
helping us out.
Anytime. Happy to help. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Sridhar sir.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
చిన్న సంస్థ మర్చిపోయిందా ఆ స్కూల్లో మరి బస్ దాకా ఎక్కడ అరే చూడు తాత ఎక్కడ నాకు పెట్టుకోవాలి ఏం చెప్తుంది సరే సరే